All right, so this is tape number 2. It only happens when I don't have the backup going here. All right, let's keep going. You guys are losing. You're not doing your click. Who was able to influence? Okay, you're saying get out of the way, Colonel people. So get out of the way.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colonel people.
We got
Colonel, let's dance, you all.
Okay. That's dangerous. You all do that.
Bang.
Yeah. Fear.
So.
Everyone around like a chicken.
No. Yes. Click C. Which is. That's funny.
Whoa.
It's B.
You're not even know that one.
This is A, guys.
I don't know.
When in doubt, choose
D, he
C.
had no motives.
I don't know the answer.
Oh, shoot.
It doesn't say.
Ah.
That's the
Hey,
characteristic.
hey. Discuss.
It's A.
Everyone click A.
Well, a courageous leader is courageous.
Not the bomb.
That was name. No problem.
Courage. Good characteristic of courage. Oh, I didn't judge you. Am I doing it?
This
A.
one's
C.
All righty.
You also
So, now, someone. Matter of fact, this will be part of your assignments. Think about in your life. Think about your life. You're having challenging experiences. Challenging experiences. Ooh, you know what? We weren't finished. That was the finish of one. This is your definitions. Go quick. My bad. These are very similar to the questions on the test.
Yes, that was the only one that got the right.
Very similar to the questions on the test, guys.
Wow. That's someone's courage.
True.
You guys
Alright, so it's A, meter.
Oh! I was retarded.
Yeah, he's retarded.
X. I choose X. It's H, guys. It's
Clearly.
Oh,
Bashed it.
Come
on.
That's right.
Work, button, work.
Bro. What you doing?
oh.
Snatch it like
Click
Is that it? Looks like that was it.
You also know that
Okay, I owe you guys 3 dances.
I
That's
say
five.
Oh my goodness.
5 is the correct.
5? we had double for one?
Wow.
Let's get one done right now.
Yours to the ones who agree.
Oh, I kind of like that actually. Interest. Interest.
For every people that don't dance, it doubles. That's how much interest you have.
Okay.
Just walked off.
What is courage, guys?
Maintaining
The
a steady
ability
eye on control
to
or
keep calm under fear.
Keeping calm under fear. Some people, was it John Wayne or some crazy person on TV, say courage is getting back on the horse when you've been kicked off, right?
Going where others won't.
How about being on a boat in Normandy and looking at all your buddies being shot and realize you got to get off the boat and climb the cliffs of Normandy?
Whoa.
Is that courage?
Yeah, where do you
And that's what happened. I mean, D-Day. What about having the ocean be covered in red from the people that have gone before you and knowing you have to jump off the same boat and swim ashore to be shot? Is that courage? Is that leading by example? That's pretty tough. Is that accepting challenges that build self-confidence? That is pretty tough. Mental and moral courage. Give me an example of exhibiting moral courage. Moral courage. What is that? Yes, sir.
Is it like saying no when your friends want you to do something stupid?
That is exactly what it is. It's integrity and doing the right thing when everybody is watching. And also, I think moral courage is once you've screwed up, standing up and saying, I screwed up in front of everybody, and then going away. There was a general, General Petraeus, who had an affair that he admitted to, and he stood up and said, yes, I did, and he went away. Did you notice a lot of people in Washington goes, you know, he wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad what he did. We had a previous president who was in charge of an intern and had an affair and never admitted it and said it wasn't that big a deal. And of course, society agreed with them. But in the military, what happens to Colonel Peoples if I have an affair with an underling, a captain, when I'm a colonel? What happens to me in the military? Gone. I probably go to jail. I could lose my career for sure, and I may go to jail if I lie. But if it happens to a politician, because the military is run by politicians, right? Do they have the same consequences?
No.
So it's kind of different. Kind of different. Kind of difference. We know what patience is. Being able to wait without complaint. That's a tough thing to do. Okay? It's a tough thing to do. Putting others' needs before your own. Service before self, like we talk about in our Air Force core values. Choosing to do the right thing even when the wrong thing is easier. Accepting people's flaws, diversity, patience, the fact that one person might not be sharp as you are in a particular field, but then going to art. We're going to concentrate on our art people, right? I can draw stick figures, that's it. Well, guess what? You're more than anybody else who volunteered around here. Well, I didn't volunteer, you volunteered me. We'll have patience with your product, okay?
You guys might want to have a lot of patience with it.
We'll have patience with our drawing. All righty, in your book, let's actually we talk about the leaders here. Page 128. Who's this gentleman I just put up on the thing here? Thomas Edison. What did he do?
Invented
The light bulb.
He talks about the fact that he wanted to come up with a new idea each day. Perseverance is what I think about with him. Who's this gentleman? General Chappie James. Who's he?
Four-star general.
Four-star general. What's the significance of his career? He was the first African-American officer to become a four-star general. Do you think he got abused as a young kid and called names? And you think he had to be patient and persevere? You better believe it. I cannot imagine what he went through, actually. What about this lady right here?
PrescottJROTC LEIICh3Lsn3B.
What did she do?
She's the first female general.
First female general officer of a Native American. She's Native American. Oklahoma, 2-star general. You think she got kidded about when everybody was male? Oh, was this the class where we had the
Yes, sir.
former general who was sitting here and he saw the women come into the Air Force, right? And didn't he talked about serving for one of the first female generals, right? Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you. Who's this gentleman right here?
James Jimmy Doolittle.
What did he do? He did a lot. What was he famous for?
Putting the fuselage in the very back of the plane.
See the picture here, right there, right next to the right fryer, the B-25 taking off of the aircraft carrier?
That was him.
He did what people said could not be done. We can't take planes that can only fly 500 miles and go all the way to Tokyo and raid them like they did us at Pearl Harbor. Because, well, maybe we put it on a boat and fly it and, sail over there and then do it. And you realize they had to take off earlier than planned because they saw fishing boats that they thought were spy ships, and they took off earlier than. So right now, today, we're going to take off, and you're going to come right back to the ship. But oh, by the way, guys, we got to take off 6 hours early, and you got a one-way mission, and you're going to crash somewhere, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to come back to America. Is that courage?
Yes, sir.
Is that what? Oh, by the way, here's the guy. Was he sitting in the ship going, "Y'all have a good time"?
No.
Where was he leading from?
On deck.
That's his picture. He was the first plane off the aircraft carrier. By the way, you can tour that aircraft carrier. It's at Charleston, South Carolina. My son Ryan and I walked on that aircraft carrier in Charleston 2 weeks ago during fall break. Yes, sir.
Me and a bunch of my cousins, we went to the one in Denver.
A aircraft carrier in Denver?
Yeah.
There's no water.
Aircraft carrier. We're talking floating boats here. There's no boat and there's no aircraft carrier.
A museum.
Okay, a museum. Got it.
It's an actual decommissioned aircraft carrier.
Denver, Colorado is a mile high. There's no aircraft carrier in Denver. How about San Diego? Say San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Okay, San Diego. I believe that. Okay. Who is this lady right here? Who's this lady right here?
Eileen Mary Cole.
Eileen. What did she do?
First
Ding.
female
First
astronaut.
female astronaut.
There you go. She was a cargo pilot in the Air Force, but did really, really well. And she was an astronaut. Do you think when she was sitting here as 15, she thought she'd be an astronaut?
Of course not.
Maybe she had a goal. I don't know, but that's pretty amazing. How about Rosa Parks? What did she do?
First black
First seat on the bus.
Page 132. There's her picture. And actually, that bus is in a museum, in Ford Museum in Detroit, Michigan. She was brave, and they said, "You're black, and you need to go to the back of the bus." And she said, "I'm tired, and I don't want to do it." And they go, "We're going to arrest you and beat you." And she goes, "I'm tired, and I just don't feel like it." She started the civil rights movement positively. Brave, brave lady. All righty, that wraps it up here for today. We've been through some of the other points, and why don't we go ahead and get ready for next class, and we'll have the test 1 week from today.